I want to hear what you think.
We're just scrumming you.
What do you think?
Can you talk one at a time?
Just a dirtbag. Just a dirtbag.
We're going to build a campaign team. We're going to start May 1st, and we're going to bring lower taxes to Whitby for a change.
Councilor told the truth about traffic safety and got punished for it.
They were out to get Chris Leahy, and they got him.
The public is watching, and they're sick of this.
It's official. Dramatic music and dramatic video is verboten in the town of Whitby. David Menzies for Rebel News here at the town of Whitby Town Council. And you know, folks, a council meeting just took place. It was so surreal. I thought I was in an episode of The Twilight Zone. Indeed, the only thing missing was Rod Serling in the corner narrating. Up for debate, if you can imagine, was the allegedly bad behavior of Councilor Chris Leahy. What did Chris Leahy do? He composed a video outlining a dangerous intersection, an area where at least 2 children have been hit badly by cars. The town and some staffers in the town took offense to that because he used dramatic video. Oh, and he used dramatic audio. I'm not kidding you. I think it was a lyric from Bruce Springsteen's Dancing in the Dark.
I could use just a little help. You can't start a fire.
And the opening theme for Law and Order. And for that, what was up for discussion is, are we going to dock Chris Leahy 1 month's salary? There was also allegations that he said something rude to a staffer at last year's Christmas market. And evidently staffers are like sacred cows here in Whitby. You can't out them. You can't say anything impolite to them. I'm a little confused. I thought they work for us, meaning the taxpayer, but like I said, they seem to be a special class. And in the Department of Double Standards, you'll recall several weeks ago when Councilor Victoria Bozanovsky basically said that if you're against the temporary foreign worker program, well, guess what? You are, quote, xenophobic, racist garbage, end quote.
And be as frank as possible. The motion that was put forward was absolute garbage. It was offensive. It was xenophobic. And I had serious issues with it. It was illegal, to say the least.
Was there any reprimand about that? Not a word. So the fix is in. It looks like there's a bit of a vendetta. There was some drama today. Hey, folks, before I go any further, please, if you haven't already subscribed to Rebel News, please subscribe. Also, hit the notification bell. That way you'll never miss another Rebel News video. Let's see some of the highlights, perhaps the lowlights of what happened. And Mr. Leahy, at the end of the council meeting, staged an impromptu press conference. Check it out.
It's already jammed. There's 87 people there, and that's the limit. And any more would be invoking the fire rules and regulations.
What you told me off camera, I believe, Gary, if I got it right, it is the mayor's people that have packed the chambers, not the supporters of Chris Leahy.
It seems strange to me that people were lined up at 4:30 for this, and I would say that, in my opinion, it seems to me that it was probably stacked in their favor so they wouldn't get the people who are supporting Chris wearing the yellow crossing guard jackets in there. So I think that's probably what's happened.
I see this must be part of the enhanced security measures, having a police car.
The Integrity Commissioner has explicitly confirmed that the content of my videos was factually accurate. Accurate. Not misleading, not false, not reckless, accurate with a capital A. And yet, despite that finding, we are being asked to impose one of the most severe penalties available to this council. With regard to the second allegation, it is pure fiction. The Integrity Commissioner wants you to believe that a seasoned politician with 15 years of elected experience in this town would, standing at a barbecue, selling hot dogs during the Christmas market, surrounded by fellow volunteers to raise money for the Special Olympics, with children, families, and someone dressed as Santa Claus in the square, berate and yell at a staff member.
The public is watching, and they're sick of this. They're embarrassed by this behavior, and it's not because of the council members having to respond to it all of the time. It's because of the cause of the behavior, the person engaged in the behavior. And enough is enough. This is not the first incident. This is not the second incident of a breach of the code of conduct by this councillor.
We should be careful not to confuse strong advocacy with wrongdoing. Municipal governments depends on open dialogue. It depends on councillors being willing to question, to challenge, and yes, even to push back when they believe something is not right. If we begin to penalize elected officials too harshly for tone or style, we risk creating a culture where people are afraid to speak up at all. That is not accountability. That is silence.
The level of media attention surrounding this council, combined with the tone and conduct we've seen, has created an environment where speaking your truth does not always feel safe, where doing your job, whether as a member of council or a member of staff, can come with personal exposure, criticism, or escalation that goes far beyond the role itself. This is not acceptable. No one, not staff or elected, should feel like doing their job with professionalism will result in being publicly targeted, mischaracterized, or put in a position where their safety or their well-being feels compromised.
The issue facing this community and the need for clear, honest communication have never been more important. And that's why I've made the decision I'll be putting my name forward to run for mayor. Colleagues, today's vote is not just about me.
Ladies and gentlemen, please.
Colleagues, today's vote is not just about me. It is about what kind of council we are.
Councillor, your time is up. 5 minutes.
Well, that's new.
No, it's always been. The timer's always gone.
We rarely honor the 5-minute concept.
There probably will be a change around this council table next round. And if that's the purpose of what we're standing up here to state as to why and what, well, I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm running for re-election. So we have a recorded vote.
Point of order. Boo. I noticed you never asked anyone to not do any booing or clapping when you made an announcement. Why did you do that?
No, I did not.
Why don't you follow the own rules?
Because, you know what? Call me out of order.
I just did.
So we are going to do a recorded vote.
Councillor Cardwell?
Yes.
Councillor Leahy has a conflict. Councillor Lee?
Yes.
Councillor Lundquist?
Yes.
Councillor Mulcahy?
Yes.
Councillor Shahid?
Yes.
Councillor Yamada?
No.
Mayor Roy?
Yes.
Your worship, that vote carries 7-1.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk.
You're standing up for the safety of children at a dangerous intersection, and this council is obsessed with dramatic video, dramatic music, and you've been censored 1 month's pay. What is really going on?
Yes, as you saw the decision of council, and I accept the decision of council. It was a fair process that, yes, I've been docked 1 month's pay. As you saw for what was in the video, Bruce Springsteen music, Law and Order music, and we have and quotes of all that. Information is missing, facts are missing, so it is a big challenge.
Over and over again. Dirtbag. Just a dirtbag. Just a dirtbag. Just being a douchebag to people over and over again.
Absolutely, everything I said was true. I am being punished for the truth because of some creative license.
But did you need to use a staff member in the videos?
Here's the thing, if you don't use what people's words are, you can be accused of misinterpreting what they're saying. Using facts from a publicly available video feed from a public staff matter at a public meeting that's permanently publicly available is something that anybody should be able to use in any video at any time. So it makes no sense to take it down.
There are so many councillors, so many staffers here in Whitby that are such precious hothouse flowers that if you question them even mildly, if you call them out, what I'm getting at is they work for us, don't they? Why can't they be accountable for their actions?
Well, I guess you're really going to have to ask the staff members from that, because I don't want to get into another integrity commissioner complaint when I'm trying to focus on running the campaign. So over the next 10 days, I'll be collecting signatures for nomination, because that's allowed as long as we're not spending any money. And I'm already registered to sign for mayor at 9 a.m. on May 1st, and that's where I'll be doing that.
When did you decide to run for mayor?
It's been a topic of conversation for a while. A lot of the challenges has been the conduct and culture around this culture. Like, we're looking as, who is the mayor? The mayor is the coach. What is the example that the coach is setting for the rest of council? I've been on council for 12 years. I was at the school board and chair of the Catholic School Board for 4 years. I've run council meetings, but it's been an interesting approach since I've been here that it's not cohesive. It's not welcoming. There is no question I will speak with any member of council on any issue at any time, because that's a priority. Our priority needs to be the residents of Whitby and what represents them, the taxpayers.
I'm just scumming you. You ever get your whiskey? You lost a bottle of whiskey.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You realize you picked up an empty box?
And what's your name, sir?
My name's Jim.
Jim. Okay, then what'd you make of that council meeting?
I was very proud.
Oh, okay.
Very proud
of
to be a
whom?
citizen of Whitby. Are you a citizen of Whitby?
Of whom?
Of Councilor Lundquist, of the mayor.
Oh, okay, all right.
I've worked with Mr. Leahy on different issues, and never once have I ever had him speak up or out at somebody. So I believe whatever they're saying is an absolute lie.
Do you think Mr. Leahy was deserving of a 1 month salary reduction?
That was too little.
Too little? Oh, what would you have given him, sir?
The boot, and we'll do that.
Oh, the boot.
We'll do that.
Okay,
we'll do that next election.
The integrity commissioner doesn't seem to listen to anybody else's witnesses, and that just seems very odd to me.
None of the witnesses were interviewed by the integrity committee, and it's a he said, she said, and he's being punished on just that, a he said, she said.
And sir, I heard you singing the Star Spangled Banner. It was very good.
Sarcasm.
Oh,
I live in Canada, the best country in the world.
Okay, I don't get the context in terms of this meeting.
You can figure it out.
Oh, I see. You're a Mark Carney voter. Okay.
What?
There's your current Liberal voter, folks. So
What did you think about 7-1 votes because one wasn't allowed to vote? What did you think?
We're just scumming you.
Think.
We're just scumming you.
What do you think?
Can you talk one at a time?
Yeah. Just let me
just scumming you.
What do you think, sir? No, honestly, what do you think is a 7-1 vote?
Well, who cares what I think?
Okay.
I'm here covering.
I thought so.
Okay.
You're right, no one cares.
Folks, that is your Mark Carney Liberals, those two members of maybe the rainbow community. I don't know. But this is what we have in Canada here.
Carney's awesome.
Did I call it? It's funny how you run away like a little coward.
Right into your face, brother.
I don't understand it. I just know that the mayor stood up for an absolute liar in a councillor a few weeks before, of saying that you had done something to her and it was nothing but theatrics and drama, and yet she stood at her side immediately.
Councilor Bosanowski, how you doing? It's David Menzies from Rebel News. I'm just wondering, can you tell me why it is if someone questions the temporary foreign worker program, they're racist and garbage? What? Excuse me?
I'm just making sure you don't bother the lady.
I'm scrubbing her, please.
Is this a kangaroo court? I think it's a kangaroo council right now.
I have a concern seeing the video of what happened between the two of you. I have a concern about the press release. I have a concern about a number of the press releases that have come out from the council and the mayor that are not entirely factual. And I have a real concern about that.
And ma'am, as you know, one of Councillor Leahy's motions from several weeks ago was about having Whitby do business with companies that are not making use of temporary foreign workers. And Councillor Bosanowski said if you believe that, you are, quote, xenophobic, racist garbage, end quote.
And be as frank as possible. The motion that was put forward was absolute garbage. It was offensive. It was xenophobic. And I had serious issues with it. It was illegal to say the least.
I didn't see her getting called on the carpet for that kind of language.
Exactly. The mayor stood right behind her and said that what she said was absolutely correct. So again, we're going back to a kangaroo council and a kangaroo mayor.
The women of this town, the women of this council, the women of the town of Whitby, they have stood up and they are being ridiculed.
Please, Mayor Roy, for the love of Whitby, stop pulling the gender card.
So if there's a presentation on carbon or any other leftist thing, they pack the chambers first, and they cut off anybody asking any questions. So
that doesn't sound like the process of democracy playing out.
Not here in Durham region.
Yeah.
Not here in Durham.
As long as people will stand by and watch it happen, our democracy is going down the tubes.
Hey folks, if there's one councillor here at the town of Whitby that deserves to be disciplined, that would be Victoria Bozanovsky. She thinks that if you're against the temporary foreign worker program, you are xenophobic, racist garbage. That's outrageous. And if you feel like we do, please go to our petition, firevictoria.com. That's firevictoria.com. Please send a message to this unfit for office councillor come October.